There we are. Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Which one?
All right, so
We're orienting here.
yeah, we're looking at two screens at once. We can just
Oh, that's the delay.
that's the delay. So this is what people are seeing.
Okay.
We're gonna just mute this, and then what we'll do is just hide that, and then we'll do this.
Got it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So that's us live. Okay.
Just immediately.
And is the sound on? Can they hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm going to have to get used to this not getting any feedback from everybody. But I'll just feel it.
Yeah, it's a little weird that we can't
It's
just
a- yeah.
immediately connect with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? This is what the coronavirus did.
This is what we got. But we're cozy. We're assuming you guys are cozy over there. It says we can hear you very well. We see the chat. Cool. Audio is good.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Feedback. This is super helpful.
Great. Yeah, hopefully everybody's nice and comfy in your houses. Got your slippers on. I have this lovely tea Austin made. My favorite socks. We got the dog here. Let's show the dog. Oh, yeah. Mish is joining us. Say hi, Mish. Oh. On one of our recorded meditations, I don't forget which one, you can hear Misha farting. We'll put her down here so she won't. Do you want to try the guitar? See how that audio is? Okay. So anybody in the chat right now, let us know how this guitar sounds relative to my voice. So if we have me talking you through a meditation and you've got that guitar sound, do they sound good together? Does the guitar overpower the voice? Guitar sounds great. Just experiencing a bit of video lag, yeah.
Yeah, you'll get video lag, I think, because of the internet connection here.
You're going to get video lag because of the internet connection here. Okay. Not a big deal. Okay. It's going to help to put on headphones, yeah?
Yeah,
Austin?
yeah.
Yeah. So if you have headphones, you can connect them up to your computer, the wireless, or just plug them right into the computer. Oh, we've got, look, Austin.
Of course. I mean,
Thanks, everybody. Volumes are great. Sounds good. We're getting a little lag here.
this actually might not be accurate.
Oh, okay. Says it might not be accurate. It showed that we were having a connection issue, but if any, we'll say in the chat if you lost the connection with us. Everything's okay so far. There's a little lag on our chat as well. Should sound good once we get started, but. Okay. Lost the connection but refreshed and lowered the streaming quality. Now you're back. Okay. Haven't had an issue on my phone. We see you. The whole time. Okay, good. Might be an issue over here. Glad it's no. Hi, Simone. Hi, everybody. It's so fun to see you in the chat. Sounds good to you. Okay.
Be having different experiences.
Yeah, different experiences. Well,
we are recording this.
We are recording it, so we could send it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If for some reason this breaks on you midstream, you can just send us a message or an email, and we'll get this over to you, in like an actual file. But no death
Todd says no death metal yet. Yep.
Todd, you're tempting me, man.
It's a good suggestion.
You're really tempting me.
If people don't know, Austin's other gig is he's in a metal band. So our music has a little bit of a metal overture. Hey, Britta. Oh, it's so great to see everybody. Okay. Well, welcome. It's 10 o'clock. Here we are. I imagine there's some newbies here, so I'm going to just introduce myself and my maestro here, Austin Peters. So I'm Megan Rokel. We're here in Chicago. I'm a psychologist here in Chicago. I'm slowly just becoming a coach, and I teach meditation, and we do this embodied together meditation live in Chicago each month. We're at our year anniversary as of this month, and we record it and send it out to our attendees, and we're doing that again today. And it's just been a lovely project, and we wanted to go live online anyway. So here's our chance. So we hope you guys are safe and cozy wherever you are, and using this time for stuff like this to heal and recalibrate. We are practicing our physical distancing. I live about 3 minutes from Austin, drove here, didn't touch a doorknob, so we're doing our best to stay in line with that. And with this indoor time, we've got stuff like this and a ton of resources you'll see in our little description box. Resources like my website and our other meditations, and my teacher and friend Kieran Trace's stuff, which I highly recommend. She's got a bunch of free tools, and you can get her Tools for Sanity book for $5 if you go on my website and look under her name. And it's just a good time. It's a good time to do some inner work now that we're holed up at home. So we're going to take about, could be about an hour and a half to just prep you a little bit, talk about how to do this meditation. We'll do about 45 minutes. I'm going to close my eyes. We're going to have music to help you access sensation. And then we'll have a chat. We've got this little chat box with Birgit here, and Manda, and Britta, and Shannon, and Tanya, and Tim. So we're so glad you guys are joining us. And so after the meditation, we'll be able to chat like we usually do when we're in person. You can ask questions or just comment, share your experience. And in the meantime, get super cozy right now. Get your body nice and comfortable, and because you're going to be sitting for about 45 minutes. But of course, the whole point here is to listen to our bodies and to the moment. And so if you need anything in the middle of the meditation, of course, listen to that and go get some water, whatever you need. Okay, so I never used to be a meditator, and I think it was because it just so many of the meditations I knew about felt cumbersome and like I should be meditating, and it's like a good thing to do, and then I was just averse to it. And so I want to sort of answer the question as to why meditate and why use this kind of meditation. A lot of meditations out there, they'll, the pitch is to maybe quiet your mind or to in some way be a better person, be less angry or be more calm or these kinds of things. And there can be some benefit, in that arena. But with us, we're dropping all of that. This is not about being a better person or being a better meditator, or as Kieran will say, like, this isn't stamina training. This isn't about having a meditation practice and being diligent in the same way that you would do a workout practice or anything else. And P.S., we don't do diligent anything in our teachings. It's really all about being effortless. And this meditation is meant to be completely effortless and more like taking a bath, getting a massage. That's the spirit of it. So if you find yourself efforting, I'll talk more about this. Just drop it, listen to my voice, come back to effortless, and it gets to be easy peasy. So what we're going to be doing is accessing sensation, bringing awareness into the body, and accessing silence. And this is really utterly natural. It was how you were born when you first opened your eyes in this world. It was just awareness looking out through your body and effortlessly moving, effortlessly hearing silence, being so present in the moment. There was no concept of a self or a doer there. And so we're sort of coming back to our original nature, which is just pure being, pure awareness. And we're going to land here in the body and land here in the moment and in our lives. So this meditation is to be integrated. It's so you can really access your full life. And we're going to be using awareness. And I want to describe what awareness is a little bit. You can go on Kieran's tools. She's going to describe them more in depth in Tools for Sanity, or in her Free Your Mind course, which is a nice little course to do. It's a week-long guided course. And it's just a bunch of awareness practice. So awareness is this effortless awareness that's looking out of your eyes right now, listening to my voice right now, sensing sensation right now. It's this background awareness that's been there your whole life. You were born and it was just right there. And even before you were born, it was there. This immortal awareness is really who you are, and it doesn't die, and it doesn't come out of the brain. In Western psychology and kind of materialist science, we have this idea that somehow, nobody understands how, but this is the idea anyway, and they don't understand how because it's not true, that consciousness or awareness comes out of the brain. Somehow it emerges. And really we have it backward, that the brain or thought is in awareness. So we'll say, like, the thought, I am aware, and there's this concept of a self who's aware, but that concept, I am aware, is in awareness. We can see that thought. So awareness is just that background looking that's here the whole time, watching it all. And it's utterly effortless. You don't have to do anything for it. It certainly doesn't take any concentration. So there's no doer here. There's no meditator. And this is obvious in other aspects of our being. It's obvious that we're not growing our hair, for instance, or rejuvenating our cells or rebuilding our pancreas. We wouldn't be able to do that. It's life doing that. And there's this watching of life doing itself, breathing itself, rejuvenating itself, living itself. So life, one could say, it's a very sort of passive observance that we're gonna come back into here. We're gonna put awareness on itself. It's sort of like taking awareness and turning it 180 degrees back at itself. So just being aware of awareness itself as I say this. And then these words are just pointers. It doesn't take any concentration or effort. So when I say, like, feel into your feet. You don't have to kind of imagine yourself feeling into your feet or picture or visualize anything. We're not going to use that mental filter. We're just going to use awareness. In fact, the mind can't really go into the body. Only awareness can. So stay with effortless here. So we're going to use music to help you access sensation. It just kind of helps you feel the energy of music in your body. And when we bring awareness into the body, I just want to prep everybody a little bit if this is new. We discover a lot of things. There's pain in the body. And when we reach pain in the body or density in the body, first, just putting awareness on that pain or density is a natural healing. It conducts energy. Awareness itself, just presence itself, moves energy in the body. When we do these meditations, a lot of the time we have people a little bit, and it's not because they concentrated or tried to do that. It was just awareness itself starts to lift off some of this. But when you hit pain in the body, the mind's fear mind it's part of its job is to protect the body from pain. So it may try to kick up and, grab attention with a story or a distraction or what else you're going to do during the day. And that's totally fine. In fact, it's a sign that you're on something juicy, that you've got some density or a wound in your system that could actually use that attention. We're just in the habit of distracting away from it, of moving away from the pain instead of toward it. So today we're going to invite you to just move toward it, to just be willing to touch it a little bit. And when we touch density and pain in the body, some interesting things can happen, totally natural, totally no problem at all. Stuff like what they call in the Indian tradition kriyas, like little shakes, where that's just energy leaving your body. It's a lovely thing. It's like what animals do, when they're shaking off adrenaline, that kind of stuff. So just let the kriyas move. And in our community where we work with Kieran, she uses the term off-gassing. So off-gassing is like when you hit a density, just putting awareness there can depressurize your system. So let's say we are on a heart wound. We want to keep awareness there for a minute. And in order to help release that pressure, you can open your mouth. So it's just I'm going to just show you. It's just to have a very soft mouth and let your jaw be very soft, to just exhale, kind of dragon breathing in yoga. Exhale that excess pressure off. So as we go through this, you might run into pain, emotional pain, physical pain. I encourage you to stay with it and stay actually on the pain point and let that pressure just naturally release. This is a very natural process. Again, you don't need to concentrate or figure this out. Let your body just do its thing. This is just to kind of give you a little pointer as to how to help that happen, and just to validate it's a very natural process. We can talk about it more afterward. So we'll access sensation. We're going to come deeply into the body, and then we're going to come into this silent field that's always here. And that's where we really have this lovely, rich rejuvenation. And it's the main point of meditation, to access that field that will remain nourishing every moment of your life. It's always here. We just haven't noticed. So we're just putting awareness in these places it hasn't been, because we've been a pretty mental creatures for a while. All right, so that's the spiel. And we're so glad you're here. And that's it. So we are going to, yes, as I was supposed to say, we are going to, Austin will be playing and keeping his eyes open. I'm going to close my eyes because I don't know how to teach a meditation unless I'm doing it. So I'm basically just going to be putting myself through a meditation. You guys are coming along, and certainly we can feel this as a big field. It's going to be great. So feel free to close your eyes, and the very first instruction will be to listen to your body for a moment and do any adjustments. So if you need a pillow or a blanket, or to sit up straighter or lay down, we're just listening to the body for a moment. This sweet, perfect body who's speaking up for what she or he or they need. So we want to listen. What do they need? What is this body asking for? In a way, everything we're doing is as simple as that, bringing awareness into the silence, and so that we can hear this beautiful body speaking, calling out for what it needs. So as you listen to the body, I want you to just start to become aware of awareness itself. So awareness is this background, vast, effortless awareness. It's what's hearing my voice right now. It's non-personal. It's not your awareness. It's not Meg's awareness or Austin's awareness. It's awareness before Meg, before Austin, before your name, before you were born. Awareness is completely effortless. It takes no effort to hear my voice. Awareness is vast. It's even endless. It's soft, gentle. And wherever we put this vast awareness that we are, it softens. It feels attended to, loved even. So let's put that awareness right now into our feet. The feet are alive. Your whole being is alive. Everything's alive. So let's just see if we bring awareness, not the mind, but awareness, feeling into our feet. Coming into the feet, maybe there's a tingling sensation or a buzzing. Maybe they feel a bit dense and flat. Maybe there's pain in your feet. Whatever you feel there is perfect. It's not a problem. Nothing you feel is a problem. It doesn't need fixing or figuring. It simply needs awareness. So let's come into the toes. Feel into your toenails. Feel into the pads of the feet, the bones of the feet. Feel into the heels, the arches. Feel the aliveness. Feel the depth and the width of your feet. And notice as you feel into your feet this energetic pulse. Notice from awareness, from feeling inside your feet, you can't tell where your feet begin and end. You would have to conjure a thought, an image. But we're not going to do that. We're going to use awareness to feel through the bottoms of the feet and through the toes and through the tops of the feet. And notice that awareness can move through the body. You might even feel the energy of your feet being quite a bit beyond the skin of the feet. And let's go ahead and bring that awareness through the bottoms of the feet. Doesn't matter if they're tucked underneath you or on the ground or under a blanket. Just feeling through the bottoms of the feet and noticing how awareness can go beyond the body as well as inside the body. And bring that awareness down, down, down into the earth. This amazing ball of space and energy that we have never been disconnected from. We are like energetic trees with roots deeply planted, never, ever disconnected. And awareness can go there. Awareness can feel through the feet and down into the earth right now. See if you can feel down, 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 2 feet, 3 feet, 30 feet into the earth. And then let's go further. Let's keep going down, 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 like a plumb line, feeling through down into the depths of the earth, the rock and the heat layers. Just grounding awareness down and through. And you don't have to figure this out. You don't have to pull energy up. You don't have to image anything. We're just traveling through our body into our larger body. And that in itself is nourishing. It's like those tree roots get opened up a little bit more. Awareness opens up our meridian lines. It opens up our chakras. It opens up these streams and spirals of energy that move in and through and connect to everything else. And we sort of open them. It's really an opening here. So we're opening our feet, and let's now come up into the inside the foot again and up inside the ankle. Noticing as we come, bring awareness through the earth and up into the feet and the ankles. There's no division there. It's a continuity. Notice the aliveness inside your ankles, the quality there. Notice that the ankles are also bigger in energy, in the awareness. We don't know how big the ankles are. They're alive. And maybe you feel some ache in the ankles and the feet. See if you can still put awareness there. Bathe that ache in awareness just for a moment, feeling it, being present. And let's come on up into the legs, the lower legs, the shins and the calves, feeling into the shin bone. You can't know mentally if you're in the shin bone, but you can feel it. You can just put awareness inside your bones, inside your calf muscles. And the mind may kick up and start to chatter. We don't need to stop the mind. We don't need to pay it any mind. Just bring awareness back to the sensation in your legs, whatever it is. It's so effortless and so sweet to just be aware of the sensations in the body. It's such a relief to be aware here in your life, where you live in your body. Such a relief from this busy mind. We don't actually need to pay attention there. There's a rich land of sensation, a rich landscape here to explore. Let's feel into our knees, the kneecaps and the knee joints, feeling down into the knee joints, these amazing knees. Maybe they're achy. And as we feel into the knees, you can use the music to access sensation, to bathe the knees. Can you feel the music coming in and bathing the knees? It's such a passive thing. We're just watching, feeling. No effort or concentration needed. Just the savoring, the enjoying of your body, of the sensation of this being. Coming up now into the thighs, these amazing big thigh muscles, the upper leg, feeling the bones. Feel that you're really inhabiting the leg, feeling through it. There's maybe some dense nooks and crannies. Can you just feel into that area? What would it be to get to know it from awareness, to simply feel it? Not from the mind, but from awareness. Letting the muscles soften as they get bathed in sound. Let your body just receive the awareness, receive the music. Our whole body is vibrating. Be aware of how it's vibrating. And again, you don't need to observe or concentrate. You don't need to go through the mind here. You can't. Notice this continuity from the upper legs now coming up into the hips. No separation. No separation. This amazing whole body that responds to the touch of awareness starts to soften as you come up into the hip joints. Those little hot spots in the middle of your pelvis there. Can you simply be aware? What do you feel in your hips, in your pelvic bone, in the pubic bone? Let your hips soften and open, feeling into the back of the hips, and now feeling down into the tailbone. This tailbone, often a lot of density here as we block from our cord of connection through the tailbone down into the earth. Deeply connected, never not connected. Plugged in totally. You just haven't put awareness there. Let the tailbone open. Feeling the tailbone, feeling the music reverberating there, and just gently softening it. If the mind attempts to distract and gets chatty, it's no problem. Just come on back to sensation. Whatever you feel in that tailbone area, even if you don't feel anything, it's fine. Maybe you can feel the seat underneath your tailbone, the warmth there. And from there you can feel up into the tailbone and through it, letting it be an open channel. Feeling up into the vertebrae above the tailbone, those lower vertebrae, letting them also vibrate, being savored. What is it to savor the vertebrae in your pelvis? As Kieran will say, if this was the last moment of your life, would you show up for it? You wouldn't want to miss any little bit of the feeling inside your spine, the feeling now in the whole lower back, feeling deeply softened in that lower back, inhabited. Notice how the body responds to the touch of awareness. When you visit, it knows, someone's here. There's a presence. I'm safe. And it opens with you, awareness's touch. So let the back soften. and open, as if there are little doors opening out the back, airing out these densities very naturally. Coming into the middle of the pelvis now, right in front of the spine. Feeling into the very bottom of the torso and into your sexual organs. Feeling the vibrancy there. Maybe there's pain. See if you can just gently touch the pain with awareness, not turning away from it. Coming even a bit closer in, getting to know it. The mind and the stories about pain is where our suffering is. It's not the pain itself. And when we touch into pain and let it be bathed in this sound, it's a relief. It's a healing. And you may find yourself wanting to just breathe that out. Any density in the pelvis starting to just very naturally lighten up, release. It's kind of an inner yoga here. And we just let that pressure release right out the mouth. Let the pelvis soften from 360 degrees around, like a beautiful peony flower opening with this soft petals blooming outward. Dropping, flopping down like a soft flower. All of the organs above your pelvis can just drop into the pelvis. The pelvis can hold it. And let the music just bathe the whole interior of your pelvis. And every touch softening, like you're the most relaxed in a bath. And the mind may again try to help out or distract, no problem. Awareness is vast. It doesn't need to focus here in the pelvis. Mind can even chatter, but awareness can still be here in the pelvis, savoring the sensations. Let's come on up now into the mid-back, above those lower vertebrae, following the vertebrae in the mid-back, feeling into this mid-back, feeling into each vertebrae. Letting the music permeate the vertebrae, letting awareness permeate the vertebrae. Visit it. What is it to be inside your own spine, inside your own back, letting the back soften and open as you visit, as you inhabit. In the back body, we can really rest, like resting in the back of a chair. Rest in your back. Let it all drop down. Let it all melt. It will do it anyway when you put awareness there. The body registers a safety when you awareness visit. Let's come into the front of the spine in the mid-back. Feeling into your organs now. Just feel that you're inside your organs. You don't need to concentrate or know anything about them. You don't need to figure out what that pain is. You don't need to figure out how to do this. Just awareness, aware of the sensation in your organs, feeling into them, letting the music permeate them, bathe them. And let's come on up into the solar plexus where we all hold a lot of tension. So sweet to just put awareness there, to just feel it. And right where it's the most dense, where you feel that knot or that ache, together, let's go inside that knot. Get closer. What is it? Not the label for it. Not a figuring, but a getting to know, a touching. Right up close, feeling into it. Coming all the way into the middle of that ache, of that knot, just for the moment. Just this moment, that's all. It's safe. The mind has a story about this knot, but it's lying. It's such a relief to touch it, to be present with oneself. It's what you're doing when you're reaching for relationship, reaching for others' attention. How about give it to yourself? Bathe your own body in you, in pure, loving awareness, bathing that solar plexus, feeling it. What is it to touch it, to come all the way in? Let it be massaged by the sound. Let it be very naturally opened. You don't have to pry it open. You don't have to do anything. Just touch it with awareness. Feel it. And touch it like your most precious friend. Like the tip of your pet's nose. Like your child's toes. Like the most precious friend. Kissing that solar plexus. And breathing out. The mind can distract, it's no problem. Come on back. Give it a few more kisses. Good. Come on up now to the back of your heart, to the vertebrae in the back of your heart, to the whole of the back of your chest, feeling through the ribs, the spine. Feel the music, just bathe it, just soak it. Feeling into it, leaning back, feeling the back body. Savoring each bit of sensation. The mind can't help, it can't go. It's not needed. You're very safe to just be aware of sensation. To savor how that music reverberates through your back. To savor now how it reverberates inside your chest cavity. Feeling into your heart. Feel those ribs, feel the lungs. Let the breath just naturally expand and contract. It does it on its own. You, awareness, are watching and feeling this body. It's doing it all on its own. You can just be in love with it. Feeling into the ache in the heart. So much heartbreak. It's no problem. You don't need to turn away from it or fix it, figure it out. Just touch it with awareness. Right now. Not later. Feeling into the sternum. Feeling into the whole rib cage now. Feeling up into the shoulder blades and into the collarbones. Letting the music penetrate and reverberate through the whole chest. Up into the shoulders and the shoulder joints. Savoring the feeling of these amazing shoulders. And when you visit your shoulders, feeling into them, they drop weight. Let them drop all their weight. Let it just fall to the ground. You don't have to carry the world up there. All that's required is awareness in the moment, in this body, in the sensation now of your arms, the aliveness in these amazing arms, these elbows, coming down into the lower arms, those bones, and now into the reverberating alive hands, so full of energy. If you find yourself efforting or concentrating, just drop it. Feel, go back to just awareness, feeling the hands. There's achiness there, it's fine. Nothing you need to do, nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Just savoring the sensation in your being. Can you feel how big your hands are? The energy imprint is well beyond the fingertips, well beyond the palms. It's very real energy, a healing energy. Now coming up into the vertebrae again, up in the neck. Feeling into the individual vertebrae if you can. Feeling also into the throat and the bands of muscle. Feel that you're really inside your own neck. You can't know if you are, you can just feel it. A lot of tension here, a lot of knots. Let's see if we can come into one of those knots again. Just start to come inside the knot or the ache. What would it be to go kiss that knot, to come all the way inside of it? Notice what happens when you do that. When awareness visits these places that have been unattended, neglected, shut out, our voice, our heart, these wounds that need attending, and awareness is the healing. Just to touch it. It's enough. Let the whole neck be bathed in sound, be bathed in your awareness. so passive. Just allow it to come in. Allow awareness to touch it. Touch that knot. Let's bring awareness now up the spine, following the spine up to the brainstem, where the neck meets the head, the spine meets the back of the head, and right in the middle of the head, feeling that you're at the very center of your head and between your ears. Let awareness rest there and feel that that spot is open and that you can feel the music there even. Can you feel the music in your own head? Can you let it bathe your brain now? See if you can feel inside your own brain. It opens it to just inhabit it. Feel into the sides of the brain, the top of the brain, the front, and then feel into the skull itself, coming into the back of the skull, the top of the skull, the sides and the front, being bathed in sound, bathed in sensation. And we hold a lot of tension in our brain and in our skull, in this crown chakra area. Just let that crown chakra open. Maybe off-gas any pressure there. Very natural process of releasing. And let's come down into the forehead, into the brow area, a lot of tension here. Feeling into the middle of the brow. Just feel that you're there. Feeling into your eyes and the eye sockets, the back of the eyes, behind the eyes. Coming into the temples and right underneath the eyes, coming into the sinus cavity. The bridge of the nose, between the eyebrows, coming down into the tip of the nose. The upper palate, the roof of the mouth, the back of the throat. Just feel that you're inhabiting all through that top of your face, including the teeth and the lips. When we feel into our face, we become unmasked. It's such a relief. We can just let our forehead be our forehead, our face just be. We don't have to contort it. We can just allow our eyes to just be. And again, the mind may get busy with all manner of chatty thoughts. Come on back to the sensation of the roof of your mouth. Now your tongue. Feel as you, awareness, feel into it. The teeth, under the tongue. And let's just go ahead and feel into the back of the head, right in the back of the neck, back of the head, letting that be felt into. All these sections of the brain and of the mind. Let's just feel now that we're inside our whole head all at once. Feeling through the skull, letting the music reverberate where your head is. And notice you can't tell where your head begins and ends with awareness. In fact, there's just a spaciousness there, an energy and a spaciousness as you Bring awareness as you feel through it. You are, in your own direct experience right now, as far as you know, headless. You would have to think about your body, but if you just feel through it, there's pure space here. And we can feel that through the rest of the body now too. Feel that you're inhabiting now the rest of your body, this amazing, vibrant, alive body. Feeling through all the way down into your chest and your belly and your hips, your legs, your feet. And just notice. Let yourself be made of space, that you don't know where the skin begins and ends. Let yourself be made of music, pure sensation, pure vibration. Feel that, sense that, made of vibration, made of space, spaciousness through the whole body. Your mind can't figure this out. You can only sense this spaciousness, this connectedness, this vibration that you are. And even subtler than that, even more rejuvenating, is this silence. So let's hear this sound. Let's sense this sound of the music, the sound of my voice. Passively hearing this sound, no concentration. And in and amongst these sounds, there is a quietness. It's simply the quietest thing here, pure quiet. And awareness can wander into this quiet, as Kieran says. It can open into this quiet field. It's pure silence, and it is everywhere. It's in your body. It's in your whole body. It's in the room you're in. It's in the couch. It's in the walls. It's in the street. It's in the space. It's in the ocean. There's nowhere quiet isn't. It's pure silence, and it's the most fundamental thing. And it's right here at the end of my sentence. It is as easy to listen to as sound. And awareness can be most interested in this silence. Be interested, but not from the mind, in the vastness and the depth of this quiet. It's very real. It's not hidden. It's always been here. And you're literally soaking in it. Fall into this silence right now. Let awareness fall all the way into it. Let it have you. Let the silence be absorbed into your body. Let the silence swallow your thoughts. Be more interested, more captivated by that silence. Get to know it. It's pure nourishment. There is nothing more nourishing to find than silence. It's behind you. It's above you. It's in front of you and to the sides of you. Explore it. Put awareness into the silence. Silence is like a vast, deep, dark ocean, soft and gentle, an endless ocean to explore. You don't need the thoughts to stop. They can't stop. But they are like sticks in the ocean. Let them just be. Be more interested in the feeling of this silence, the vastness of this silence. This silence is pure oneness, pure connection. It's pure source. And it's always right here in between every word. Even the sounds are made of silence. They emerge from it and fall back into it like waves in the ocean. Even thoughts. But there is an ocean of silence so much bigger than any thought, than any sensation. And you are absolutely made of it. Not only are you soaking in it, you are it. You are that silent field, silent ocean. Let it totally have you. Let your whole body melt into that silence, dissolve into that silence. You're completely safe. Functioning won't go away. In fact, it'll only improve. Wander into it. Open into it. Let it come in the door. Let it soak into your pores, into your bones. Let everything be made of this silence. It already is. Drop every effort. Let silence have you. Wander, wander, wander. You're so safe. You don't lose anything. Let it nourish you. Let it come in. Let yourself open all the way into it. Be made of it. The mind can't do it. Don't bother with the mind. Stay connected to this vast, soft, beautiful, nourishing, deep quiet. Awareness can stay deeply connected to this quiet. And at the same time, feel the feet. Feel the support of the chair. Feel the warmth in your belly. Feel your breath. You don't ever need to leave this silence. You don't have to put on your human persona here. You can be this silence and interact. So let's stay connected to this silence and just feel the sensations in your hands and your feet and your belly right now. And then in our own time, and quite slowly, open our eyes and just look into the room for the moment. So we'll just adjust to seeing forms. And at the same time, staying connected to the silence that's still here, still permeating everything. And so, as we have a little chat, and I go pee, let's stay connected to silence and speak from there. So I'm going to pee, and you guys start talking amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
while Megan's in the bathroom. I think I'm always curious to hear about insights that people may have had during the meditation, or what everyone's experience was like. Yeah. She's back.
Hi, y'all. Put these back on. Well, I feel good. How's that? How's it for everybody? Or any questions? Karen said, Austin, the music is low. Oh, I hope the... Oh, he had adjusted it. Okay. I'm pulling our little chat up here so I can see it better. Amazing. Oh, good. Hi, Marty. Not streaming. It's wonderful. Great music as always. I know. Isn't the music amazing? It's so sweet. P.S. On our little Bandcamp page, you can see the option of buying just the music. We have some free tracks as well, and some friends use it for like yoga class and that kind of thing because it's so sweet. It's a nice ambient sound to have for other kinds of healing. So I recommend that. What's that? Oh, we got, okay, let's see. Music sounded good. Like Tight House, but with pajamas. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you Tight House people. Experience a self being composed of space and then looking around and seeing how the space extends into everything beyond me and a feeling of having no discernible end. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. That's what we're going for. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Jeff. Liam made it most of the way through, quiet as it's been here in a bit. Oh, we had an 8-year-old joining us. Awesome, Jeff. Thank you. Yeah, quiet and just so that no discernible end. I mean, that's right. This is what we really, I mean, this is the sort of like open secret here, which is like you really are this awareness and this silence. Like you are not just this body, and you are not this little homunculus in here running this body. And so we want to, it's really tapping into our true nature. It's as simple as that. So, great. Hi, Birgit. Beautiful calming. We loved it. Great. Hey, Angel. Hi, Austin Meg. Thank you for today. I'm stealing one of those chord progressions Austin played. Perfect. My body wanted to keep contracting this vigilant state. How do we be with that in practice? How do I stop this chat so I can stay with... Oh, there we go. I got it now. There were moments of savoring, then chaos, and then like silence isn't available because cortisone. Yeah, totally. So, this is it's a habit. It's a habit to go up into the head and to be, I mean, we're quite, as creatures on this planet, we are highly conditioned, and we've all had a lot of wounding and a lot of trauma usually. And when we come into the body, we start to unpack some of that. And so there's a momentum to kind of going up into the head and up into the story, and which then gets that cortisone going again. And so that vigilance of the mind trying to sort of stay vigilant on behalf of the body, that's fear attempting to run this thing. And it's our, as Kieran calls it, the primal survival system. And so actually to come into awareness and to come into the body, a little bit at a time here, actually quiets that system down. By engaging with the fear and the storyline is really what keeps tripwiring that cortisol. So it's actually quite a relief from that story and from that cortisol rush, from that fight or flight, to just come into the body a little bit. not maybe diving into those deep wounds that are where those triggers are, right at once. Like that's not that we don't want to flood ourselves. On the other hand, accessing sensation is really how we ground awareness and cue this body that it's safe. So something like this, where you're just touching in a little bit, and maybe returning to your feet, returning to the breath, and and the body feeling very attended to, is essentially what we would do if we were triggered. If like, if you were a child and you were scared, you would just need somebody to be there and be present as the body naturally regulates itself. So awareness is a great regulator. But yeah, there's a momentum. Um, there's a momentum to put awareness into that head and that vigilance. And, I don't know the content of your thoughts, Molly, but there might be like a belief or vigilance, like I'm not safe in this body, or I'm going to be flooded by emotion, or I'll be overwhelmed. And these are actually all thoughts that aren't true. So in addition to doing a lot of embodiment and stillness meditation, the other main tool I use, and again, all these tools you can get them all in the best package I know, which is from Kieran Trace, if you go to her website. But the other tool we use is inquiry, where you're questioning thoughts. And so really the combination of inquiry, embodiment, so healing the body through awareness in the body, and silence, you're going to get, and Kieran calls that alchemy, which is the transmutation of this pain and these wounds in the body into silent awareness again, into a functioning human again. She calls that alchemy, what happens when the body starts to open, when we put awareness there. But without the inquiry, where we're questioning the belief, it doesn't quite do it, because we have to see that our beliefs aren't true, that the fears aren't true. So that takes some inquiry practice, which you can also go to thework.com for Byron Katie's stuff. Great stuff there. So thanks, Molly. And I would just say with regard to you and it's not a problem. It's not a problem that it goes back and forth. Like there's such a momentum into mind. And so just, a little bit at a time, 20 minutes, and you just are accessing sensation a little bit at a time. The momentum can shift, where you're more present in your body, and silence is a little more accessible day to day. So, but it takes a little time to just integrate it. Not a one-time deal. And, I just want to say, like, sort of what I was saying in the beginning with the prep work, it's like, mind can make everything a task and a fucking problem and a thing to do. And at least my mind does this about meditation. It'll be like another thing I should do, and like I'm not good at, and that like I fucked it up because I was in my head all the time. It's like no. This is like this nourishing thing to just gently introduce to this creature who's been a bit hurt. So we want to put meditation in the category, as I hope you put your whole lives in this category, of effortless, easy, nourishing, beautiful practice. It's like go give yourself a massage. So again, if you found yourself like efforting or trying to be a good meditator, no, just know that it takes time to just get used to being in the body and in the moment.
Jameson is in the chat. I just wanted to say hi, Jameson.
Hi, Jameson.
New Mexico.
Oh, nice. We're from all over the world here. We got Great Britain. We've got Switzerland. We got my dad in Michigan. I am now a headless mellow fellow. Some rich tears. Oh, me too. Popeye cried. Bless you both. Magical combo of music and voice. Thank you, Dad. Oh, it's good to see you. Melody Ruiz, first time ever that I was able to connect with myself. I'm still vibrating. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I'm so glad. Well, we've got a ton of other meditations to try out, Melody. I'm really glad you're here. It was amazing. I had some sadness to release, Tim says, amidst the calm and soothing. Very good tears. Yeah, me too. So sweet. And crying can be a lot of things. It can just be a release, so it might be a story that it's sadness. Who knows? It might just, I always am always reluctant to label it. But anyway, great. I'm so glad. Just a release. Love and tears, beautiful and soothing music. Great. Here in New Mexico, there's Jameson. I hope this is a format you continue to utilize. Yeah, definitely. We've been wanting to do it. So, I think this is
shocked that it works.
for sure going to happen again. We're shocked that it works. Austin totally figured this out over the last couple days. He got the software, and he's, of course, because he's a mad genius and he's amazing. So we'll definitely be doing it again. Hi, Sandra. So grateful. Oh, it's like our crew is here. This made me realize how far out of my body I was this week. I was lying to myself thinking I wasn't in deep space and my little meat suit was still on Earth. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's like we slowly can just kind of not be present. We're not here. And this is the thing. It's like it's so great to have a practice like this to return to, because we can all just leave Earth, just not be present in the moment. This guy Paul Hederman I really like. He says that there's only two places. There's what's happening and there's what's not happening, and most of us are in what's not happening. So this helps us be in what's happening, where we actually live, i.e., reality. So it's great. Madi. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Helpful from Melly. Okay, good. Oldest daughter joining. Fell asleep within 5 minutes and left. Most relaxed I've been in weeks, I think. Oh, it might be Deanna. Hi, Deanna. Oh no, I don't know. Yeah, the 3 Ryan girls. There you go. Oh, I'm so glad. That makes me happy. I was laying in a position that was mildly aggravating a tailbone injury. I wondered whether to shift and adjust to relieve it or stay still. Absolutely shift, Kellen. Thank you. Yeah, this is not about like being a good Zen practitioner. You sit on a cushion and hurt your tailbone. It's just bonkers that we're still doing that. No, this is about listening to the body and whatever it needs, and this tender awareness to be attentive to what's true. So if your tailbone's hurting, my goodness, there's no protocol here. We can sometimes sort of access silence and kind of that flow of energy by being sitting upright. But as Kieran will say, the primary invitation is to be comfortable. So where, of course, adjust for injuries. And I lay down a lot during my meditations. It's just chill for me. So he's a genius, I know, isn't he, Jameson? It felt like being handheld back to safety. Hi, Cami. Reminded myself not to trance out and really feel into the body. So much space there. So delicious. Awesome. Yeah, we often talk a lot about the difference between trance and silence, or this kind of meditation. And so a lot of meditation, unfortunately, is kind of trancey. It's sort of, we recently defined this in my little group with Kieran, where like what are the aspects of trance versus really a nourishing meditation. And trance, it feels like kind of like isolated and like those mantra meditations where you're concentrating on one thing and you're kind of, it's got a mental aspect to it. It feels a bit tight, and a little like out of your body, or a little like elevated and ascended instead of really, really present. So presence awareness meditation and silence meditation is it feels very connected. It feels effortless. There's no mental kind of like concentration involved. It feels very rich, very spacious. So you'll know the difference. And yeah, unfortunately, like a lot of mindfulness meditation, stuff like that is a little trancy. It's a little like you just get that one pointed thing, and you sort of get a break from your normal chatter, but it doesn't integrate and it doesn't nourish. And yeah, you don't get that sense of that deep, spacious connectedness that's right here, So cool. Let's see. Fear of the pandemic is making us feel uncertain and groundless, and practices like this bring us back. Yeah, exactly. It's like, boy, the fear mind can really get going with something like this, right? And it can seem really like, gosh, this is the time I really need to worry about this, and I need to figure this out. But this is about like, whether it's a global pandemic or anything else, the best way forward is to be really connected inside and to be really in touch with reality, to not be indulging fear, which is going to tell these very scary stories that, if you notice, in this moment are not actually happening. That's in the land of what's not happening. So we want to, come back to what's happening. Thanks for returning some normalcy. Hi, Holly and Tom. Good to see you guys. Hey, Lara. Oh, yeah, Tim and Lara. That's what it is. I'm in awe of you as always. Can you talk about the PayPal link so people can donate? Oh, yes. Thanks, Lara. Yeah. Good business mind. Yes, we have a PayPal link right in our little, what would you call this, a description box that says basic info underneath the screen here. So just PayPal us. It's great. We use it for mostly stuff like this, like to buy software and yeah, right. It's right there. And promote ourselves, print flyers, stuff like that. But if we end up making some money, we've been thinking about like finding stuff to donate to as well. We couldn't quite sort something this week. That we like agreed on, but down the road, I think we're going to have like a percentage to go to other things than just our equipment. So thanks, Lara. Britta, your invitation to effortless and the music was so powerful in the most relaxed way possible. Starting at the feet, it was so obvious how many more stories pop up when getting to the hips and trunk. Totally, yeah. Thanks, Britta. Yeah, exactly. So wherever we have the most wounding stored, and it's also where our belief systems are really stored, because it's like we get this wound and it's the belief system. So if like mom was yelling at you when you were a kid about spilling the milk, the belief in that yelling, not only is it impacting the body, you can actually feel it like a wound. And it creates, as Kieran calls, these little like shards in the body. But the beliefs, a bunch of beliefs come in right there too for a little one, which is like, I did something where I can only understand it through the perspective of ourselves, because we don't have the ability to kind of know that mom's a little nutty and is believing her own fearful thoughts. So so we hear it as, I did something wrong, something's wrong with me, etc. So when we get to like the belly or the hips where that might have impacted, we also get to this belief, and then mind is going to try to figure it out, try to be good enough and be a good meditator, or a whole bunch of other things that can start to kind of play. So just to know that that's going to occur is so helpful, as Britta brings up. And then in this meditation, what we're doing is just inviting you to come back to that sensation where the healing goes down anyway, and maybe later you can write down and question those thoughts that are coming up. But there's nothing like just going toward the sensation instead of away from it, to soothe the body. But yeah, there will be areas that are a little trickier, and there are probably those areas, as I mentioned in the meditation, that have a little ache or a knot, that could use more awareness, like a massage, right? A good masseuse doesn't neglect and start to get distracted when she runs across a knot in your back. She spends a little more time there. So that's just that'll be the invitation to just, if you do this on your own, you can even pause if you get to a spot that's really juicy and you're working out a knot, to just very gently bring awareness back and know that that's a really nourishing thing. It's like your little 6-year-old is being supported. Angel's asking, will the live stream stay up or will you remove it to edit it?
We haven't decided.
We haven't decided.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. We'll I don't know. I like the idea of leaving it up. Can we leave it up?
We can leave it up for as long as you want.
Okay, we can leave it up as long as we want. Okay, great. So we'll leave it up, and
maybe it'll get taken down when we decide that it's not, like maybe once we, make the actual recording of the track, that could be a good replacement.
okay, cool. So that's what we'll plan to do. Thanks, Angel. We'll leave it up until we make the recording of the track, and then maybe make that available. Okay, cool. Awesome. Great. Thank you. Thank you. You want to share it? Perfect. Yeah, share it. Great. Thank you. That's a great idea. Please leave it up. Okay, good. Marissa. Hi, Marissa. So happy to have this connection right now. Thank you. Yeah, me too. This is the best. I'm just going to cry. It's so great to have you all here. Thank you for leaving it up. Okay. Cool.
And thank you all for the donations so far. We've gotten 4.
Thank you for the donations. Oh, wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Oh, there's Sarah. Where's Sarah? Thank you so much. Feeling very calm. Y'all are the best. You all are the best. Cool. Let me see if I missed any. Da-da-da. I think my cat joined along with us. Has joined the energy as well. Oh my God, this happens to me all the time. My dog, Rad, he sleeps on like whenever I get really into silence, he just comes and just soaks in it with me. It's so cool. Misha's always connected to silence. This one, she's our little Zen master here. Uh, cool to have this in our home. Okay, so we definitely will be doing this again. Um, maybe next month. Maybe next month. We tend to do this monthly. We'll at least be doing it monthly again. I'm gonna guess we'll do this again live. Certainly, as is in our little description box or our little banner here, follow us so that you can get updates on everything. And Shannon says her dog too. There'll be another one. So I wonder, we could probably pick our date. There's nothing booked yet. Yeah. There's nothing booked yet. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I imagine a lot of you guys are too. We're on what's it called? Stay at home. It's not shelter in place yet, but and again, we were being very safe today. No doorknobs touched. And I live about 3 minutes from Austin, so it's nice. Can we also Venmo? Oh yeah, thanks, Lori. What's our Venmo? Is texting me, Misha. Our Venmo is Austin Isaac. Is that correct?
Yeah, but you need the last 4 digits of my phone number.
You need the last 4 digits of the phone number.
7886.
Okay. Well, can you put that on our little description box?
Yeah, I can, or I can type it in the chat.
Type it in the chat. Okay, he's going to type it in the chat, and I'll repeat it here. It's Austin Isaac, AUSTINISAAC, and 7886. That's the Venmo info. Yeah, doggy energy. Oh, Misha just leapt over here. Well, she's looking for her close up here. Mish, sweet puppy, isn't she? I know. She likes to lick. Will there be another one? So yes, there will be another one. We will be in a month at the most. Let's say that. And again, follow us at Embodied Together on Facebook or on Instagram, or sign up for my newsletter. You can go to Meg if you're not on social media, go to megrokel.com. It's underneath there. Subscribe to my newsletter, and I always put those the meditations out, and I don't send out many newsletters, my blog, that kind of stuff.
They're all good anyway, so.
They're all good anyway, Austin says. Okay. Cool. All right, any other thoughts or questions? Misha, anything? She's so soft. Her armpits are the softest things in her ears. Okay. This was so sweet. I love this. I want to do this every time, but I also want to be in person again. So we're gonna think through that, feel through that, and we'll see. We'll see what the next month brings too. We may need to do it online anyway. But we love being able to have you guys from Europe and all over California, the East Coast, armpits. I know. I can't get enough of her armpits. Oklahoma. Oh, hi, Suzanne. Good to see you. Oh, this is the best.
It's the best.
This is the best. There's no way we're not doing this again because it's the best. Because we're all loving it. We'll just hang out.
Easy.
It's so easy. We're in pajamas. Yep. I got my new like jogger pants from eBay. I'm so happy. I love them. How about both in person and online?
I think so.
We think so. The question is whether can we live stream while we're in person? Potentially. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah. Thank you, Sandra. Yeah. Love you, Britta. Love you. This was amazing. Chris and Sarah, thank you guys. All right, cool. Well, I suppose we're signing off. And that's it. I hope you guys are staying safe, taking impeccable care of yourselves. And we'll see you next time.
All
right. Mwah.